have this figure here, figure H. Two questions. The first one you're going to do, you're going to rotate figure H here clockwise, and you're using 2, 0 as your center, and you're going to rotate it 90 degrees. Once you do that, you're then going to translate it along this line segment, and you're going to label the final result as figure R. And then for number 2, you're going to go back to your original H. You're going to reflect it across the y-axis, and then you're going to rotate it counterclockwise, 90 degrees, and you're going to label this end result as figure L. All right? I'm going to give you guys 5 minutes. You can work with the partner, and then we'll see what you came up with. All right? Yes, sir. So that means this has to stay. And if you're rotating 90 degrees, what would that look like? Rotating it 90 degrees, right? That means it has to fall over. Right, so like just imagine there's a pin here that this cannot move at all. Everything else can move, but this can't. So if it's rotating, which is it clockwise or counterclockwise? Clockwise. Which way is clockwise? Hold on. So that means this is moving which way? It should fall down which way? Exactly. But remember, there's a pin here that cannot move. So that means this is just falling over. Yes. Hey, girl. Yes. Now keep going.
It's weird, so I had to get.
It's coming back.
I ain't taking my hair.
Maybe it never left, Abby. Yes.
How's your day going?
It's going very well. How's your day going? Why? It's Friday.
That's
The best day.
with this.
Alright, so the first step is you have to rotate this clockwise, right? But it says the center is 2, 0, which means imagine there's like a little pin here, right? You can't move this 2, 0. Everything else you can move. So if you're rotating it clockwise, 90 degrees, where would it land? Yes, sir. Alright. So this shape is gonna fall over, right? Right? It's gonna fall over on its side, but it's gonna be attached to this point. So where would that be? You got it? Mm-hmm. Good job. Yep, perfect. Good job. And then go to the next step. Yes. Yes.
It's not cheating if I'm getting help. I'm using my resources.
Didn't you get a 50 on the last quiz?
It looks like it's
I got a
distorted.
50 because
But it is on its side, how it's supposed to be.
I would have ate that.
Like that? No, it's kind of ugly. Have a higher grade. You just have to let's go. You need to do, I don't know. You was that person? You don't got food in here?
Yes.
You need to give me more.
I mean,
How am I being big?
you always asking for food.
I asked once.
I mean, it's rotated, but it needs, no.
Hey.
Yes. Further. Because you're using this as your center. You're trying to use this as your center. And you're trying to use the origin as your center. Thank you, sir. All right. Let's see. Hans was adamant that he wanted to go and do the first one. Close. Go do the first one. Oh. I'm gonna put it up there. I'm gonna put it up.
Fuck is my hotspot on? I can't see if I'm on my hotspot. I'm a bitch.
Alright, did you guys get this for R? Alright, on 3, give Hans his clap. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Alright, so again, the first step was, I'll have it up here. Rotating, using 2, 0 as your center. So, if you think about like there's a pin here and this cannot move. Everything else can move, but this can't. If you rotated it 90 degrees clockwise, it would end up like that, right? And then the second part was translating it, so just sliding it along directed line segment 2, 0 to 3, -4. So along that line segment, which means if you counted, is 1 over to the right, down 4. So for each point, 1 over to the right, down 4. Over to the right, down 4. Over to the right, down 4. We're good on that? Yes. All right. Good job. Do I have a brave soul for the second one?
No.
Oh.
No.
No brave soul. Okay.
Actually, wait.
Oh.
Wait.
Yeah, Izzy. Go ahead, go over there, bro. You got it.
Oh, you got a brave soul.
What the hell? What the hell?
Dog, why
What the hell? He
Kind
on?
words.
That's how
What the hell? He lying? What the hell? He skipping?
Wait, let me see. What are you sitting for?
What the hell?
What the hell? He on top?
What the hell?
What the hell?
Get off the car.
What the
Her
hell?
days is over, Dirk. Her days is over.
What the hell? He Philly? What the hell? He Philly?
Her days is over.
What the hell? He Trelly?
Her never came back. It just kept going.
Yes.
What the hell?
When
the hell, Trelly?
When you come back. Alright, give Izzy his clap. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so Izzy did the first step. I'm gonna fix this just a little bit, Izzy. Went over just a little bit too much. There we go. Alright, so Izzy did the first step. He reflected it over the y-axis. So remember when you're reflecting the mirror image, so we had 2 unit spaces from the y-axis. So we have 2 unit spaces on the other side. Excellent job. Now, the second part said we're rotating this counterclockwise, but we're using the origin as our center. All right? So because we're using the origin as our center, we still have this space here. Oh, good morning. Welcome. You just put it on my desk. Grab the notes off my desk.
What the hell y'all saying?
What the hell? He Trelly?
Huh? All right. So You were super close.
How did it end up back
The hell, yeah?
there?
Because
No, that's
we
why.
have this.
So why did it
Because
why did it make you reflect it if it was gonna go back on?
Because we were, guys. Hey, just go to class. Bye. Because we have this space here and we're rotating it counterclockwise 90 degrees, right? This is the main thing. This is our origin. This is our center, right? You were trying to do it as like -2, 0 as your center, right? But the origin is our center, right? So this is the final result that you should have. What do you guys notice about all the figures? They're all the same size. Yes, which means they're, ooh, I like the word, congruent. Yes, so remember, if we're doing rigid transformations, everything stays the same, right? So that means if you're translating, rotating, or reflecting, your shape does not change, all right? Questions, comments, concerns, emotional outbursts. Are we good? Perfect. All right. I think I got it. Got enough to cheer. I don't want to waste my storage. Everybody say bye. Bye.
Oh.